All right, best way to sell a house. That's what we're going to be covering in today's video. Hey, my name is Gerald Enriquez, a local real estate investor, real estate agent, realtor here in the DFW Metroplex. Always feel free to contact me with any of your real estate concerns. Now, you may be in the process of trying to figure out the best way to sell your house, and you're doing your research and discovering your options. And if that's you watching this video, then more power to you, because you're probably doing more than most people ever do. Now, most people will probably call a real estate agent and start the process there. Now, I don't have anything against the real estate agents. As you know, I am one as well. But the fact is that technically a real estate agent, a licensed real estate agent, is technically a professional. Doesn't mean they know all the different options for you, the home seller. You may be in a distressed situation, whether it's financially or the house is in a distressed situation. So you may need to sell it quick. Now, in that situation, the best way to sell your house may be to a cash investor. Now, I know there's going to be agents that sit there and can tell you they're going to rob your equity, that you're giving your house away. Everything's got its pros and cons, and there is a need for everything. You may be near foreclosure. You may inherit a house that just needs a lot of work and you don't want to put no time into it. You may be from another state and the house may be over here. I had a friend of mine that inherited his dad's house in another state. Well, when he got there, he called some real estate agents. One of the agents didn't want to deal with it. And another agent came and said, okay, well, you're going to have to get this fixed and that fixed and this fixed. He didn't want to spend no money. And he wanted to be out of there. He didn't want to deal with anything. So I got a call from him. He called and said, Gerald, man, I just need to sell this house. I said, all right, I'll do what I can, and I'll make a few phone calls and I'll get back with you. And a long story short, I got in touch with one of our investors who ended up contacting my friend. They worked everything out. He sold the house. He was ecstatic and he was happy, and he got what he wanted out of it. He was rid of it. Before I got my license, somebody else gave us a call. We went over and looked at his house, and we offered him a cash offer. He accepted, but he also told us that he was near foreclosure. Immediately, we took that contract and gave it to our real estate attorneys, let them know they were coming out to buy it outright, pay the mortgage and the fees off and everything, get everything caught up, pay it off, and get that guy his money. Our attorney made phone calls and he couldn't get in touch with that other lawyer. We did not realize that the foreclosure was within a few days, and when I went and checked up with our attorney, too late. It's been foreclosed on. If you're a real estate agent, what would you have done different? What would you have done to help that guy out? And I asked that sincerely because I want to know. Had I known about the sale, I would have been there and we would have still offered the same amount and make sure that guy got his money. He not only lost his house, he has no place to go, and he's out $45,000 that would have been in his pocket to get a fresh start. So the point of this situation is, if you're coming up on foreclosure, time is not on your side. Because once it's foreclosed, that's it. You're done and you're out. Again, your best way to sell a house may be to a cash investor. It's better to walk away with some money in your pocket than to lose everything and not have no money in your pocket. All right, so real quick, if a cash offer is something you may consider, let me know, contact me, and I can have somebody call you. And don't worry, there is no obligation. All right? Now, another way may be for sale by owner. You may be in a situation where you know a lot of people. You may have a large social network. All you have to do is put the word out that your house is for sale, and you might have a buyer right away. So you can either hire a real estate agent to help you through the process, and they shouldn't charge you as much as they would to procure you a buyer. At least they shouldn't. Or you can hire a real estate attorney and handle the situation for you. The buyer, though, may want to use an agent, and then that's going to be upon you to whether you're going to pay them or not. You don't have to. That's totally up to you. And I'll explain more about that situation in another video. However, if you do choose the route of for sale by owner, then you're going to be taking on the responsibility of the agent. In other words, you got to do your own marketing. You got to do your own showings. You got to vet your own people. You got to get everything ready on your own. Figure out your comps, your price that you want to set it at. Deal with the title company. You have to do a lot of things that the agent only takes care of for you. Then you got to make sure that transaction goes all the way through. Some of the headaches could be the home inspection, how to deal with that, how to deal with appraisals. So there's a whole lot to consider if you choose to go the route of for sale by owner, which is an option. You see it all the time. You see the for sale by owner signs, websites, they're all out there. That is an option, and it may be best for you. I don't know. It may be something worth looking into for your situation. Now, eventually I'm going to have a whole series on the for sale by owner and how to work that whole process to help those that want to take that route. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified when that video comes out, or it may already be down in the description below. Okay, real quick. A friend or a family member may be wanting to buy a house, and they may want you to finance it, and you may be able to do so. But your concerns are, what if he doesn't pay? You know, I got this whole house, he wants it in his name. Easy solution for that. You can still set it up, owner finance, put a mortgage on it, have an escrow company take care of the taxes and the insurance, make sure he or she is paying the payments, and if they're not, then you can take the necessary steps to legally foreclose on them. I know that's a harsh word, but hey, listen, they promise to pay, and they should be paying. And I'll have a whole other video on that as well. Now, the route most people take is going to be with a real estate agent. But even in dealing with the real estate agent, there's going to be certain situations. Maybe you don't want to do no repairs. Maybe you want to sell as is. There's pros and cons to that. The agent may say you get more money if you do this, that, and this. Well, then you got to spend money. You got to weigh out the options. If I spend this much money, how much am I potentially going to get back? Keep in mind that regardless of what you spend on fixing it up, it doesn't guarantee you anything. Nothing guarantees anything. The market is going to dictate what you're going to get for your house. All right? An agent can run comps all they want, and they can come up with the best estimate of the value of your house, and according to other houses sold in that area. That's it, but that doesn't mean you're going to get that. The value of your house is established when somebody purchases it and it closes. That's the value at that time. The next day, it's going to be different. It's like the stock market. It goes up and down. It fluctuates. It's probably never going to be the exact same thing again the next day. So keep that in mind. Now, your house may be all ready to go and everything's already been updated. It's good for you. All you got to do is clean up a little bit, put it on the market with a real estate agent, get top dollar. And if your agent prices is right, you may aim it for a quick, fast sale and be done. And your agent can guide you and run you through the whole entire process without you having to do anything other than show up and sign some paperwork. All right, look. The bottom line is only you know the best way to sell your house. And the only way to do that is to get as many options laid out in front of you. Now, if you need a hand with that, make sure you contact me and I'll do what I can to steer you in the right direction, whether here in the DFW Metroplex or somewhere else. Now I got a quick question for you. If you have experience selling a house, what was your major concern? What was your biggest obstacle to overcome? Let me know down in the comment section and I'll address it in the next video. Hey, make sure to check out my YouTube channel. I got a lot of videos. I'm creating videos as we go to help you, the home seller and the home buyer. Looking forward to hearing from you. Take care and God bless.